Okay, so it seems like the drip marketing for version 2.7 is finally here, and well, it's the first character we're getting. Obviously, it's going to be interesting to see if we're going to get two characters for 2.7, but obviously, if you don't know, it is Galbrena. Now, Galbrena has, lightly featured in the, main story recently in version 2.6. We had that little thing at the end, obviously, of her going to essentially hunt down Cartethyia, which is very interesting, and obviously her character design looks absolutely amazing. You can even see from this little short that they have here a little look at the design. Also, the zoom in on the abs is absolutely crazy, but yeah, the character design looks absolutely insane, and it looks much better actually than I saw whenever they were obviously doing the initial kind of character teasers and stuff for the Septimon area. I definitely think the character looks like much more polished and nicer. I don't know what they did, but again, still looks absolutely great, and honestly is looking more and more like a pool kind of character to me. But hey, I'm really liking the look of the design here, and hey, let's look at the post-lament Anthropocene here. They say, with this hellfire to consume them all, Galbrena, fiend of the ever-burning flame, Discord Slayer, she has been to hell and back through countless battles, deepest darkness and much more. She hunts, going from one hunting ground to another, and will never stop hunting. So yeah, as you can see, she does seem to be some kind of a hunting kind of character. I'm assuming maybe like some kind of like bounty hunter type thing, which I think is actually really, really cool. Again, her character design looks amazing. It seems like we're going to get some kind of fusion action in there. Now, obviously, we know with Wuthering Waves, they tend to be a little bit kind of promiscuous whenever it comes to, releasing, characters in terms of their alignment with whatever element. Because obviously we see all of these flames around her, but also I'm seeing a little bit of electricity here. So I'm not sure if she's going to be Electro or Fusion. Again, whenever, Wuthering Waves put out a character, they tend to like kind of trick you. They'd be like, oh yeah, this definitely looks like a fusion character. And they're like, just kidding, it's Electro, like we saw with Augusta, for example. But again, obviously, we're gonna have to wait and see what that's all about, because again, they don't actually ever provide details in these drip marketings. But again, it would be nice to know. But yeah, overall, in terms of character design, I think it looks amazing. I think it looks very, very different from some of the other characters that we've seen. And I'm definitely liking the kind of hunting aspect to it. Obviously, it seems like she's got some big kind of like dragon-y wolf thing as well, which I think is very interesting. Slash like snake, like this have that like snake thing there. I don't really know what I would call this kind of a creature, but it seems like she does have that. I'm not sure if that's going to be implemented into her kit or not, but it would be really cool if she did have some kind of maybe summon or something like that, which would help her out in the fight. Or maybe they could release it as a kind of echo as well, maybe if there's like a fight or whatever. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But obviously, she also has that one wing, which looks absolutely crazy. I do really like the one wing design that we saw. And also, we got like the flame kind of side as well. I'm not sure if that's technically a wing or not, but hey, still looks amazing. And the overall design and aesthetic of this character is insane. And, I'm kind of surprised that we do have her so early. I mean, it probably means that we are going to get her much more in version 2.7, especially after that one cutscene at the end of version 2.6. So it could mean that, yes, we're going to be seeing her more. We're going to be seeing her in the story. And that means, you can pull on the character. But hey, it's going to become very, very hard to like decide who to pull for now, because obviously I just pulled for Augusta. I was like, hey, I'm going to pull for Yuno because I really, really want Yuno as well. And now Galbrena's out, bro. Like, how am I supposed to decide between all of these characters? Like, there's so many, and obviously, people have been going pretty crazy down in the comments. Cap saying, "Crew's gonna take all my money." XG saying that she's gonna fire throw her armpit. In brackets, she's really cool. Cap just going crazy with like 3 different other replies. Churamug and Galbrena, Stick saying this is absolutely stunning. Angel is a must pull. Obviously, yeah, a lot of people are kind of putting them in with Angel. I'm not exactly sure what they mean by that, but hey, it's going to be interesting to see. Brax and Holy, Ethan said drip too hard. It seems like the overall kind of outcome, or the overall kind of reaction to this is extremely positive, and I think she is going to be a good selling character. Also, they mentioned in this kind of short as well, saying the monsters are walled in Galbrena's ever-burning hellfire. They have a choice to make: to be purified and become her servants, or to be reduced to ashes. So yeah, I mean, it is interesting, you know. Obviously Ruby said the zoom in on the abs, they know what the people want, and yeah, as you saw here, they did do a little bit of a zoom in, which I think is a crazy shot to have in a short. But I really do like these shorts that Wuthering Waves do, because it gives you a little bit of a closer look at some of the characters' details. Again, you know, it's a definitely interesting kind of concept, especially considering a lot of the previous designs we've had. We've had a lot of like dresses and things like that, and a lot of very like vintage clothing. I wouldn't say it's vintage clothing, but like kind of formal clothing, right? Whereas this seems a little bit different. You know, this, she's wearing like obviously shorts and just like a crop top type thing. Which again I think is interesting, because it seems like much more modern, it seems much more different, and obviously we've got the new federation that should be coming up at some point in the near future. Potentially this could be the new kind of design and style that they're going for, because again, we haven't seen many characters with this kind of style. You know, we've seen, like, for example, Zani was still wearing a very formal outfit, you know, with the whole kind of shirt and trousers. But again, I still think that this is a much more modern design in terms of character design, and I think that is why she sticks out so much, is due to the fact of this being so modern. But again, maybe that's just me, because obviously we come off the back of Augusta, who wears that big, like, almost like a Greek toga type thing. The same with Yuno as well, as a similar kind of style, right? And I think that, yeah, coming off the back of that, this makes it look very, very different, very, very modern. And maybe this could be the new kind of style that we're seeing going forwards, because, you know, what we've seen so far has been pretty, you know, accurate to other designs. I mean, to be fair, I think it goes more to like the older designs we used to have. Obviously, if you remember back in Huanglong, a lot of the other kind of designs were much more modern, a little bit more like this, still kind of formal though. So again, it's going to be interesting to see if we do have more characters wearing similar kind of outfits and similar kind of styles, because again, I don't know where Galbrena's from, I don't know what her lore is. Obviously, I'm sure we'll find that out in the next bit of the story, but you know, it's going to be interesting to see if that, you know, her actual kind of design choice has anything to do with where she's from and the story and things like that. Because again, if this could be a kind of crossover to the new federation or something, maybe, you know, kind of bringing us over there at some point, that could be really, really cool. But also, she could just have a really nice outfit, and you know, we just it just doesn't actually mean anything, and they just decided to make a cool outfit that was kind of modern. Who knows? But honestly, very, very good job here. You know, no, she was saying, hey, the OST, you know, Ethan as well going crazy. A lot of people going crazy, saying that's what we call face card value. So obviously, yeah, again, it seems like people are hyped. It seems like people want this character. I want this character. And overall, a very, very good job from Wuthering Waves there. But yeah, that's essentially all I got for this video. If you guys did like it, sorry, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameStop, use my code Kaza, get 10% off. Again, they've got a ton of really cool stuff over there. I definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, let me know down in the comments if you guys are going to be pulling for Galbrena or not, or if you're going to be waiting for potentially the next character that will more than likely be announced tomorrow. So I'll make a video tomorrow talking about it, if there is one. If there isn't one, then obviously you can assume that we only have one new 5-star. But hey, I'm hoping that we do have 2 new ones. Again, I'm not sure who it could be. There's a lot of characters that we still have to go. So yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. But yeah, as I said, you know, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.